Time to call it a series. One last discussion in the series finale of This Week with BigC. So yeah, you heard that correctly. This is the final episode, and I toiled around with, okay, what do I want to do for this final episode? And to be honest, I think the best thing to do is just have a little chat. I haven't been filming a whole lot the last couple weeks because there hasn't been much to report on, to be honest. There isn't being reported in other videos. So rather than waiting for something to happen and then making that the final episode, I just figured we'd sit out here on the porch and have a little chat. So yeah, let's get to the recap / chat. I want to use the graphics one more time. We might be making some new ones for the new series, which I will reveal the title of shortly. But we might reuse the old ones. We'll see. Depends on how we feel. But yeah, let's get to the recap / chat. So, where to begin? Obviously, This Week with BigC is the second iteration of this particular vlog style series. It started off back in 2020 as the Quarantine Chronicles. The idea was to chronicle day in a life during the 2020 pandemic, and I feel it accomplished that. Of course, we randomly brought it back in 2022 when I actually caught COVID, but other than that, that was kind of the jumping off point, and people seem to really like that series. So when things started opening up and things went back to normal, we converted it into This Week with BigC, which was the same thing, but instead of focusing on life during the pandemic, it's just life in general. And we went weekly for a long time. 2023 is when things really started to slow down, mostly because I just wasn't having a good time making the series, and I didn't feel there was enough content some weeks to merit an episode, so we stopped being weekly. I put the show on hiatus last year, brought it back towards the end of 2023 because of the situation I was in. That was kind of a mistake. Well, some of the content was, not necessarily bringing the show back. And then here we are in 2024, and after, basically 4 years of doing this show, whether it was the original Quarantine Chronicles or This Week, it's finally time to come to an end. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I think the show accomplished what it needed to. The goal was to kind of give a slice of lifestyle vlog thing, and I mean, people seemed to enjoy it. People got into it, whether for the good or the bad. So obviously it did what it needed to do. So now that times are changing, things are getting better, don't have quite as much to report at the moment, I think it's time to change things up. So yeah, let's shut the door on This Week and say hello to the brand new series called Chillin' with BigC. So the show is going to be very similar in concept. It's going to be a lot of walk and talks, or not walk and talks, but vlog style stuff like this, where I'm just chatting with the camera. Could be out here, could be out in the wild. I'm hoping to do more out in the wild episodes once my health starts to improve, which should be soon. But we're not going to do it as often. I think I think to start, I'm going to aim to do an episode every month. I think that should be plenty of time. So the first episode will be in June of the new series. I know we're in early May now, but I figure I'll try to launch a new episode like maybe the first Sunday in June, or in the first Sunday of every month is when we'll debut the next episode of Chilling with BigC. So I want it to be kind of a vlog style thing, and then, you know, if anybody has any questions they want to ask, whether it's, you know, regarding the channels, regarding content, anything, obviously keep them nice, keep them, you know, respectable, and I'll be happy to answer them for the most part. Again, I don't want, you know, people to be rude or nasty, and I don't want questions that are questionable in nature. So if you have a nice question to ask, feel free to ask it in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer it in a Q&A session that I'll do at the end of each episode of Chilling with BigC. So I think that'd be kind of fun. The style is going to be pretty similar to this week for the most part. We'll do like, you know, hey, this is the date, and then here's what's going on if anything's happened. Maybe I'll just record like something, whether it's, you know, us going to a restaurant or, you know, going to see a movie. I don't know, just little slice of life things. Of course, if anything happens, I'll do a little sit down chat sort of thing. So yeah, that's kind of the goal with Chilling with this week. Chilling with BigC. It's gonna be pretty similar, just not as often. And I think overall it'll be a better product because more time will have passed. We'll have actual decent content, hopefully, to share, and I think it'll be a better situation. So yeah, that's the new show. In terms of what's going on now, just I guess since this is the final episode, I should probably say that today is Tuesday. I don't really have a whole lot to report. Things are good at work. Corey and I have been doing some pretty substantial work on our living room. So one of the things that I know I promised about a year ago and never delivered on was we were going to do an apartment tour as part of the Moving On Chronicles. And we never did that because things just started, you know, falling apart very quickly once we moved over here. I lost my first job at Comcast, and I had to scramble to get another one, and then that was a whole mess, and then I lost that job and had to get another one, and it was a whole mess. So because of that, focusing on trying to like improve our apartment wasn't the biggest priority. Instead, it was about survival, trying to make sure we could actually pay our bills and, you know, not have to stress. Dove. Hi, Dove. Shattered camera. It just flew away. So that's why we haven't really done much, which is part of why I didn't want to do that apartment tours, because A, the apartment wasn't done, and B, we hadn't really accomplished anything a whole lot since we moved in. But now things are finally progressing. We're finally starting to get these projects that we meant to get done for about a year done. So I think in the next month or two, we should be ready for an updated apartment tour. So we'll do a 2024 apartment tour, showing off the cool stuff that we have added, the new sections to the apartments. It's really starting to come together now. I just wish we could have done it a year ago, but I feel like things are finally starting to come together, which is fantastic. So that's coming. Of course, still working on Brosmas, still working on the Yearies. I just haven't gotten to film the Yearies yet. I'll get to it probably this month, I would imagine. Just because I haven't gotten around to it yet, and I'm gonna do it. It's not one of those things that's just not gonna happen. I'm gonna do it. So we'll see how it turns out, but should be fun. My benefits at work kick in June 6th. Today is May 7th, I believe, so I'm less than a month away from getting my benefits, which is great. The big reason why that helps is I can take time off, paid time off, and I'll get medical benefits, which means I can finally go to a doctor and start getting some stuff treated. That's one of the things that's been holding me back for so long. I didn't have insurance, or I didn't have time to go to a doctor to use the insurance I had. Like with Angie, I had insurance, but I was off Saturdays and Sundays, and trying to get a day off to go to the doctor was very difficult. I really wasn't able to do it for most of the time I was there. And then at SLS, I didn't have insurance because we weren't considered employees. We were considered contractors. It was a whole ordeal. But now I have insurance, or I will on June 6th. So one of my early plans is shortly after I get my insurance, I'm going to schedule a doctor's appointment and hopefully start getting some stuff treated, because I know there's a lot wrong with me. And once, especially, I can get my mobility situation fixed, which basically I need something to help with my back and something to help with my knees. My left knee, I know, is still messed up from that gout attack last year. It's stiff. I can't bend it fully. I have to wear a brace, and even then it doesn't always help all the time. So I'm hoping I could get some medicine to help with my knee, both knees, hopefully. And then something for my back. If I can get both of those issues resolved, then I can walk around a lot more, and things are going to be significantly better. So I just need to get to that point, get to a doctor. Hopefully it can help me start treating some stuff. And once my back is better, or once at least I get some legit improvement in my back and some legit improvement in my knee, then things are going to get a lot better. Because I miss going out. I miss walking places. I miss going to theme parks. I can't do that because of my health situation right now, unless I had a wheelchair, and I really don't want to do that. I've done it. Like, I had a couple times where I went to a theme park and I used a wheelchair. I hated it because I don't like people pushing me around, but also it's one of those things where I feel like I shouldn't need it. So I really want to go back to the parks where I don't need any kind of assistance, and that'll make things a lot better. So it's just a matter of, once I can start walking better and being able to walk for longer distances without having to stop or deal with pain in my back, then things are going to get a lot better. So that's the really good stuff there. So that's happening fairly soon. As soon as, hopefully once I get my insurance kicked in, then I can start going for that. Work's been good. I had one really good week. Last week was decent. It wasn't awful, but it wasn't amazing. But I have a sneaking suspicion that this week's going to be a really good one. So that's good. So things have been solid. Just don't have a whole lot to talk about, unfortunately. It's just, things are as they are. So hopefully they'll continue to improve, and when they do, we'll have more to share on Chillin' with BigC. That's pretty much what we got left. I know content on this channel has been kind of sporadic. I kind of addressed that a bit in my channel update video, but it's going to continue to be. Until I get my mobility situation improved, I I can't really go out a whole lot without assistance. So, and when I say assistance, I mean like a ride. Like I can walk some. Like I've been going to the movies every week with Matt. It's just a whole process because even walking from the parking garage to the theater, we always use like the quickest way possible to do that. That has been difficult because I have to deal with my back issue and my knees. So I do what I can. I still try to go out at least once a week if possible to, you know, walk around and do stuff. And I walk around my apartment as well. It's just not easy. So I know that once my health improves, that's going to help things significantly. So, but yeah, that's going to do it. That's going to wrap up the series finale of This Week with BigC. Thank you for watching this series for the last 4 years. It's meant a lot. Thank you for following along, and I hope that you all will enjoy the new format and enjoy chilling with BigC when it debuts in June. Of course, I'll try to film some clips throughout May to get ready for that series premiere in June. And keep an eye out for other cool videos like the Eries. Of course, we're getting ready for Brosmas. Brosmas is going to be big this year. That's all I got to say. I know we had to delay it for a long time, but Brosmas in July is going to be really big this year. And the good news is you shouldn't have to wait long for the next one because we're going to return back to the regular schedule in 2025. So Brosmas will be back in January. We just had to change it this year because of circumstances. But next year, we should be back to Brosmas in January, and it should be fun. But yeah, this year, Brosmas in July. Should be good. Should be pretty epic. And yeah. Breaking news, or in this case, not breaking news, more so something I wanted to add to this video after I filmed it. This is the final episode of this week. I wanted to make it memorable. So here is a preview / teaser trailer for the Brosmas 2024, also known as B9, the Brosmas saga, because it is our 9th Brosmas. A teaser trailer for the opening ceremony that we filmed some rehearsal footage of last night. Take a look. I thought mine was kind of awesome. Wyatt sucked though. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell. That way you know when new videos drop. And I will see you on the next video. Thank you for watching This Week with BigC. Bye.